So on Mondays I try to give some sort of lick lesson or something like that that might be something to you worth working on. I'd call it something you need to learn. That's ironic, obviously you don't need to learn any of this. And I've explained that. That seems, yeah. Anyway, so the tab for this sort of stuff and the backing track will go on Patreon if you're interested in that sort of thing, but I'll try and show you on here as well so you can learn it anyway so that you don't have to spend money on something if you don't want to. So the initial idea from this came from an improvisation. I'm thinking in B major. And the lick for me starts here on the 5th of B major on the 11th fret on the G string. And we're going to go from the 11th to the 13th on the G. Then we're going to hybrid pick this C sharp on the E string at the 9th fret. And come back down. So maybe to start off with you do that. Careful not to over pick with this middle finger. You want it to be kind of a light-ish attack, not... And then, so what we're going to do, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're then going, so on the 11th fret to the 13th fret on the G string, then the 9th fret on the E string, back down to the 13th fret, then up to the 11th on the E string. So just try that to start with. And then I'm just adding that on the end. So 13th fret to the 9th fret, back up to that 5th. So an octave above where we started. So this is new for me. And you'll hear what is happening for me is there's quite a lot of this B string potentially ringing out and the G string as well. So we have to be kind of careful to mute this. There was the B ringing out. And we're kind of hybrid picking, we're string skipping, we're doing a bunch of things. Okay, and then the next kind of thing that I wanted to do from there was to move this around the fretboard a bit. So the next thing I did was I took it down to the 3rd here. So I think all of this would work quite nicely in a pentatonic kind of shape or framework. So what we're doing here, we take it to the 8th fret, up to the 11th. Same idea. So we get this, so and then we could join that up with the other one. And you see I've added a new one here, so this one starts at the 13th fret, up to the 16th, then to the 11th. up to the 14th on the E string, and then we hit the 16th for the end. And then we'd have one more here, right? So we have the 16th fret on the G string up to the 18th, up to the 14th, then pulling off from the 16th, and then up to the 19th fret there, the B. You'd get and then we'd have one more down here, which would be starting on the 6th fret to the 8th to the 4th, so we get 6, 8, 4, back to 8, and then up to the 7th, up to the 9. So that's going to be what I'm going to be practicing. I'll put together an intro. We're going to go through the whole thing. You could run through it in that kind of way. So slowly. Something like that. It could be a really cool little. I'm going to try and get that up to speed. So I'm struggling with it at the moment, but I think it's doing a really cool thing, kind of visualizing the pentatonic scale in a new way. But also technique-wise, it's quite an interesting little challenge. Try and get this down together for the intro now. As I say, the tabs for this will be up on my Patreon. The next thing to do logically would be to move this into different keys. Other way to approach this as well might be to take another string set. So if you try to put it down onto the D string, so we get this kind of thing where you're going. And then you could switch up to the older style as well. So you get something like this, and I'll tap this out for you as well. So you could, instead of going all the way up the fretboard in that way, you can kind of put it down on some lower strings. You could, yeah, really mix this up. And practice it with a metronome. So I'll do that. Patreon is the place to check that out. Let me know if you enjoyed that. But as I say, I'm kind of hybrid picking the notes on the E string. another video soon. If you like this sort of video, feel free to like and subscribe. Hopefully that wasn't a total waste of your time. Cheers!